Hi, I'm Emily James, and you're watching The Music Enthusiast.
Think I'm gonna make it without you. Feel it in my body breaking through. Can you see it in the way I move? Looking so damn good at me too.
Here with Emily James. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Amazing. What time is it where you are right now?
It is noon right now. How about
Okay.
you?
It's 3 o'clock. So how's your morning been so far?
It's been good. Yeah, it's the LA weather has been very weird. It's June gloom, so it at like 8 a.m. it was blue skies and now it's cloudy again. So I don't know. For everyone who thinks it's sunny Southern California, it's not that way.
Yeah, no, we're supposed to get like a big rainstorm coming soon. So, when it's like cloudy outside, do you watch any shows, any movies you're watching right now?
Um, I haven't been watching movies. I've been watching shows. I just finished Severance.
Okay.
And then I want to start Succession because I keep hearing so many things about it. But yeah, when it's rainy here, which has actually it's been a lot this year, which is abnormal. I just like really leaning into it, like getting some tea, lighting a candle, and just being very cozy.
Mhm.
So I love the vibes.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have a fondest musical memory?
A fondest musical memory. I don't know that I have a specific one, but I would say growing up, my family is a big family of music lovers. And so during holidays, it was kind of a tradition that after we would all have dinner, we would go into the living room and just kind of all have a jam session and sing songs. My uncles are both very talented musicians. So those always bring me happy memories.
Yeah, that's amazing. I also heard like your family was super into musical theater. I mean, being from New York, you live close to it.
Yeah,
Were you sort of into musical theater as a child? Did you dabble into that at all?
I dabbled. I did all the school plays and musicals. And that was kind of my introduction to music was going into the city and doing auditions and stuff. But then I told my parents like I realized I wasn't interested in it, and they were kind of confused. They were like, okay, whatever you want to do, but they were like, that's interesting because I was such a performer when I was little, and so they thought that that was going to be my path. And then when I started writing songs, they were like, oh, okay, this makes sense now. So I think it was always the music part that I loved, but not necessarily the combination of the acting and the music. So, but I'm not closed off to it in the future, but we'll see.
I'm asking because I was actually a musical theater kid for
Oh,
like
really?
2 years, I think. Very short-lived.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite musicals?
Wicked for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
very excited for the movie to come out.
Oh my, I had no idea there was a movie coming out.
Yeah, yeah. Ariana Grande is gonna be Glinda. Yeah,
Wow. That's crazy.
yeah.
You're releasing a new EP very soon, so how are you
Yes.
feeling right now? Has it sunk in?
It's funny because it's been so far away for so long, and now it's pretty much 2 weeks away. Most of the songs are already out, so it's kind of an interesting thing because when the EP comes out, it'll just be one or two new songs.
Yeah.
But what I've found with doing that is there's still this feeling of completion once it comes out, and the word itself, release, like I do feel a physical release and like, okay, now I can really, take a moment and acknowledge that and then now like move on to the next phase. So
Yeah, definitely a release also because it's so your lyrics are so personal. Do you ever feel like sometimes your lyrics are way too personal? Do you feel nervous to release some of the lyrics that you write in the songs?
um it depends. Yeah, because it's such a therapeutic process for me. I write what I'm feeling at the time. And also, sometimes it's not 100% truth. It's an exaggerated truth, or I combine details from different scenarios. I'm a pretty open book in general when I meet people.
Mhm.
I'm open to just, talking about whatever. So I think having that part of my personality, I'm not really afraid of sharing, but certain ones, yeah, for this project, it was extra personal, and it when it came to actually releasing and I was realizing like, oh wow, like people are actually going to be hearing me talking about my deepest insecurities or whatever, it was a little scary, but everybody's been so kind and receptive. And my feeling is if it helps somebody else who's feeling the same way, then that's why I'm doing it. So
Yeah, for sure. I mean, speaking of helping people, your TikTok page is literally like free therapy. I literally like spent an hour this morning just like reading everything. It was
oh
crazy.
my gosh.
Do you ever like run out of ideas to write for text?
I kind of do them as I think of things, or I'll see something that inspires me, and then I'll kind of go in that vein. Um, but yeah, I'm a writer. I was an English major in college, so I'm just like that's how I communicate best and how I get my thoughts and feelings down. So doing those, it's just like this is what's going on in my brain. So
I mean, yeah, no, whenever I need like a talk to talk that's not talking,
yeah.
scroll through your TikTok.
Perfect.
One thing I love about this EP project is that you're donating money to charity with every pre-save. So can you talk more about that?
Yeah, the pre-save campaign kind of started in May, and then since the EP comes out in June, I wanted to like combine the two themes of the months, of May being Mental Health Awareness Month and then June being Pride Month. And those are both things that I care very much about supporting. So I chose Active Minds, and which is a organization that helps talk about mental health and suicide awareness and getting help and kind of breaking the stigma on talking about all of that. And the Ali Forney Center, which is based in New York and helps LGBTQ homeless youths to who are seeking shelter and help them and give them a community.
Amazing. What inspired you for the name of the EP? Great.
As I said before, these songs are kind of extra personal, and each of them are kind of focused on these in between feelings or a combination of a bunch of different emotions. So it just felt like gray. I mean, even as I'm looking out at the sky right now, the overcast is just very unsettling and in between. Is it going to rain? Is it going to clear up? So these songs were all written in a period of time where that's how I was feeling, and they're all kind of just a mess of emotions or some in between emotion, and it felt like gray was kind of the overarching theme of all of that.
Were there any tracks that were super hard or easy to create, whether it was like production wise or just like getting a lyric out there?
One in particular that stands out is New Name to Heartbreak. That one was one that I was in a session with my two friends and collaborators, Scott Effman and Carrie Brothers, and we were working on one song all day, and then it was the end of the day and we were kind of just like sitting there and chatting and playing on the guitar, and then those lyrics just kind of started flowing out of me, of the beginning of it, and then we were like, all right, we're writing this right now, and it just came together fully in like 45 minutes. So that was cool because it just felt like, rather than sitting down and being like, all right, let's write a song, it was a song that felt like it just needed to come out of me, which are my favorite kinds.
My last question for you is, who are your favorite artists right now?
Ooh, right now I've been listening to a lot of Dijon. I love his music. I got to see him live at Outside Lands a year or so ago. Um, let's see. Hosier, I'm really excited for his new album. I'm gonna be seeing him live in November.
It's so
Um,
exciting.
yeah. Obviously been watching all the Taylor Swift stuff, and I'm excited for the Speak Now, Taylor's version. That one was like such a pivotal album. Trying to think who else. Adele has always been kind of like my favorite, my queen. So
Amazing. Well, it was so great chatting with you, and I cannot wait for this EP to be released.
yeah, it's so great to chat with you too. Thank you so much.